Yo, this is Positive K, man. You tune in to RealHipHopDaily.com. This is your favorite OG rapper. And I'm going to tell you like this for all you real hip-hop heads. Legends of the era always stick together. It's been a while since I've been in music. I've been in music for a very long time trying to do the music. I made my first record. I said, like I told you guys before, Mike and David from the Crash Crew on the Fast Money label, the Rob Bass did his first record. We did that in the summer of 1986. All right? And I got a man right now that went #1 in 92. And, you know, that's 19 years ago. You know, so I've been in the game well over 24, 25 years. I've been in the game well over 25 years doing it. When I picked up a mic, all the time. I still perform. I perform actively. Videos, you go to YouTube, you see the new videos, the new stuff. I stopped for a minute, maybe just to find myself. You know, I went overseas for a while, and I just stopped doing the music, and I started concentrating on some other things. But you know, it's not a microphone thing, it's a mental thing. The microphone is mentally in the mind. So I pick up the microphone every day. Every day I'm on some things, baby, I'm hot as 80. I mean, it's there, it's fluid. That's what I do. That's what I know how to do. That's what's in my veins right now. If you cut me, rhymes come out. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's Positive K, man. I pick up a microphone every day of my life. I love it. That's my passion. You know, you don't mind if I sip some of this white Merlot there. I'm getting a little parched here in the crib. You know, this is for my cameraman because he's so great doing this right now. All right, real hip hop. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't know if people have an ear for my kind of music because I'm my worst critic. I don't know if I have an ear for my music. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I go by the spirit. How it possesses me, and I do certain things. So I don't know if people have an ear for my music. Maybe they have an ear for what I've done, because I don't know. I can't define myself and my music. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. You know, it might be something totally different. I'm into a point of creating it. Once people start understanding what Positive K is, then it's over. I'm done. That means I'm not evolving anymore. That means I'm not creating anymore. I'm not making new steps. I want people to say, "Wow, I just didn't know you could. I just didn't know. You know, and as long as they're saying that, then that's what Positive K represents. Always being new, always being fresh, you know. But if they have an appreciation, I think having an ear for the music right now, or what I've done, I think they may have an appreciation. The era of today may have an appreciation for what's been done. And more or less not in the music, but more or less just in the accomplishments and the power that it possesses. That at one time rap was frowned upon and couldn't be on TV, and now it's 95% of your commercial income and commercial activity on TV. Everything is hip hop right now. Fashion, music, visual, you name it. Advertising. So I think that people have an ear for it right now for music. They have an appreciation for the music. You know, one thing about I have a philosophy. I'm gonna share it with RealHipHopDaily.com. I have a philosophy for all you real hip hop heads, and people ask me this. You know, how do you keep on doing things and keep the continuity and the flavor and the texture of what you do so real and so honest, and you're so true to it. And this is what I tell people all the time. You know, I mean, we don't know what hit records are. You know, if we did it, everybody would be rich. But I have a philosophy which I stick to, which I think enables me to put a lot of records out and keep these records going and still make them. And whenever I drop them, they're viable and they fall right into the time frame. Is that I always say, as long as you're different, you always have a spot. So I just aim to be different. So if I hear something on the radio, I just want to do everything so opposite of what people always hear. So you can like it, you can accept me, you can reject me, but you can't disrespect me. You just gotta say, hey, it's just different. So I always have a spot because I'm never gonna do what y'all do. Okay. I tell you about music right about now. Production came. I love producers, what they're doing right now. I mean, I can think of a lot of producers. I'm not too impressed with today's rappers, but production is out of the world. Producers I've always loved and always dug was this, you know, the standards, the givens, the premieres, Molly Mall. I've never done anything with Molly Mall. I'd love to do some work with Molly Mall. Jesse West from Third Eye. I work with him all the time. Every chance I get, every song I want to do, it's like I run it by him first, you know. And if it hits him, then he's like, hey, he's on it. Because our chemistry is so good. I mean, a lot of my songs I've done recently on this album is done by Jesse West. I love DR Period, which we did a lot of MOP stuff. Did a lot of my stuff on the Skills to Pay the Bills album. DR Period is great, but new guys today, Swiss Beats. I'd love to do a song with Swiss Beats. I'd love to do a song with Timberland. You know, there's a lot of producers out here. I mean, it goes on. Alchemist, I'd love to do some stuff with him. A lot of producers out here I really like that I would love to work with. I mean, the list is probably so long I couldn't mention everybody right now. I love production, good production. You know, music evolves and music changes all the time. You know, nobody can't put a finger on the pulse of anything. I mean, it's an energy, and it's constantly moving. It's constantly changing every day. So when you just when you think that you got it all figured out, you know what I'm saying? It's something else. It didn't evolve into something else. I swear rap is like techno right now. Me, I don't understand. You know, I listen to hip hop beats and I'm like, is that too slow? You know, but rap is like crazy. It changes, but I love the fact that it does change because it keeps everything fresh. You know, it takes out a lot of the old stuff. It evolves. I remember one time people say they were calling Nas, you know, Nas is new school. Now they call Nas old school. You know, Nas is back. They put Nas in the same thing with Money Mel. So I'm like, you know, I don't think it's the music that changes. I know it's the music that changes, but I think it's the stigma that people have on certain categories, how they place the music. You know, that's not exactly right now. You know, I think people don't know how to categorize it or to put that element in its right place. You know, they do it with rock and roll legends. They preserve those things. I think that's the state. That's the difference right now. That the music of today is not appreciated when it becomes the music of yesterday. You know, and I think it should. You got to appreciate that music, man. That you know, if this techno stuff, people love it right now. Hey, in 20 years, they should love it the same way. You know, even more. You know, because they grew up with that music at that time. It has memory. You know, it has inspiration. You know, it means something.